Hi all, I'm here again for my MS Diary videos. I haven't done one for 5 years it looks like, so I thought I'd just take advantage of the moment to do a new one for you right now. I'm sitting here in my office, same old office, and although my machine is now on Windows 11, it's still a fairly standard PC. And I thought I'd just tell you a bit about my MS journey. So, my neurologist says I'm coping well. My MS won't get any worse from now on, basically. He reckons that from the age of 60, I'll be able to drop one of my drugs. The one I have at the start of the day, which is the molecule is called teriflumonide, and it's known by the name Aubagio, perhaps in your country too. Although my MS won't get any worse, I'm not cured. I'll still have twitchy legs and arms, and I'll have trouble sleeping sometimes. But my health overall is jolly good. In 2022, I decided I was going to go veggie, and that's what I've done mostly. I still eat fish occasionally. Some of it's actually because it's too difficult living in France to go completely vegetarian, because people just look at you and they have no idea what to do. So I'm eating a lot more fish, but mostly I'm actually just eating vegetables. I'm just eating aubergines and courgettes and potatoes and rice and all my usual kind of stuff, and having them as curries, dals I have sometimes, and do you know what? I don't miss meat at all, really. I still steal Fiona's crisps sometimes if they're chicken ones, but she actually tends to look out for the chicken ones that are vegan anyway, so it's just chicken flavouring, and if it's not, then the amount of meat in the crisps is so small I don't feel too bad. Oh, I'm still going to have to take these are my twitchy leg things that sometimes, if the night is bad, I will go through 8 of these, because I take them 2 at a time. And I'll still take, this is Ropinirole, and I'll still take my pregabalin as well, and I take one of those for every 2 of the Ropinirole. So they'll still be needed, but they're cheap, so it's not like I'm costing the government a fortune by having MS, which is great. So since the last video had stuff about going on the train and deciding to take the train rather than the plane anymore, I haven't been in a plane since that last video, since before that last video, since we went to Japan in 2018. And I tell a lie, I was in a plane in the summer this year, because one of my friends is a pilot, and he bought his own plane, and so it's a little prop plane. It's not a big jet. Still uses jet fuel and still uses petrol. It's not electric or anything. Petrol, probably not petrol, a high octane fuel of some kind. And we flew over the Arcachon Basin, and I took the yoke or the joystick, and didn't crash or anything. I'm still here, and so that was nice. But that's the only time I've been in a plane since. It also wasn't the kind of plane you'd want to go in for very long, because being tall as I am, my head was actually squished down by the cockpit, and every time we hit a pocket of air or anything, I'd smash into it, which wasn't much fun, but it was lovely to be in it with Christoph as well, just going up for a big fly, and it's quite kind of a bit like going on my scooter. It's I go on in that at 45 kilometres an hour, and the plane flies at 100. It's not like a jet plane going at 500 kilometres an hour or anything. So that's really good. Since the last vid where we said we'd been on the train to Scandinavia, we went to Denmark and Sweden and Norway. We went to Berlin in 22, I think, and Paris in 23. I haven't been on holiday this year because we've got no money. But I do want to go further afield on the train when we can. So maybe next year will be good. But this time, definitely having a proper cabin, not a couchette, if we do that. Berlin was fun. Going on the train doesn't take very long now, and we went on the train and it took a while, but now it's going to be even faster, and we won't have to go up to Paris. We can just cut straight across the country and go like that. Berlin is fantastic. I've wanted to go there since I started learning German, since I was, been to working in Cologne and Frankfurt and stuff like that, but I'd never been to Berlin, can you imagine? So we had a great time there, going to the Spy Museum, going up the TV tower, doing all the touristy things and seeing the wall and all the rest of it. So yeah, great that was. And Berlin's a big vegetarian town anyway, so that helped with the other thing. Did I say I've gone veggie? Yeah, I have. So anything else on my notes? That's about it. So I hope anybody watching this is well and you're doing okay. I know that since COVID, work has changed for a lot of people. So I wish you all the best and good luck. One thing, I did change my little 50cc scooter, petrol scooter, Peugeot Ludix, which did a great job. I'd driven it more than 50,000 kilometres, and I changed it last summer for an electric scooter, and there was this thing of getting money back from the government for buying an electric vehicle, and I missed the deadline for it, like stupidly, so I missed out on a chunk of cash. But it's been great, and I've done nearly 4,000 kilometres on it since I got it last September, and this summer I did big tests on it to test my range, because range anxiety affects me as well. I only have 100 kilometres of range on my little scoot, and unlike with a car where if you can charge it on the road, you can charge it in like minutes. It takes my battery 5 hours to charge, and I carry the charger with me and it plugs into a normal 3-pin socket, so it's a bit worrying. So I did tests and I wrote all about it on my website, so if you go to benvoss.fr you can read about it. It's in English, don't worry. And so I went around and about on that, and I will be doing the same during the winter, just to check to see what the difference is, because I don't have a heat pump for my battery or anything fancy like that. I don't get any regen from not using the motor on the hills and so on, so what I've got is all I've got. One thing I have noticed, or I did notice in my research going to on these different journeys, was that it's not the distance that kills, it's the stopping and starting. If I have to reduce my speed like 5 kilometres an hour just to go stop for traffic coming or whatever, then not stop but slow down for traffic coming or whatever, then that's fine. It's when I have to go from 0 to 45 which consumes the battery the most. Wandered off the subject of MS and everything. Go to my website if you want to see more about that. And I'll speak to you soon. I have to look over here to stop the recording. So that's it from me. I hope you're all well. Ta-ra for now. Bye-bye.